Hello children, how are you all? Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to Electron Chemistry Center. This is VKM. A very good evening to one and all who are here for the class. As we know, we had started alcohols, phenols and ethers. In the previous lecture, we had discussed about introduction part as well as classification part is done. Now, in today's session, we will be discussing about nomenclature of alcohols, phenols and ethers. So, we will be talking about nomenclature in today's session. If you are watching it for the first time, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon. And please like the video, and if you have any doubts during the session, you can post it in the live chat, and after the session also still if you have any doubts you can post it in the comment box also. Understood? So let's move on to the session without delaying it. So nomenclature, as we had studied in the class 11 or first year PUC also, or intermediate first year. Okay, so if you know it, nomenclature, if you observe it guys, as you know, the alcohols are the derivatives. Which derivatives? Hydroxyl derivatives of alkane. So we need to add OL by removal of E. You have to cut off this E and it gives you alkanol. This is the IUPAC system. It is the IUPAC system. Whereas if I take alkyl alcohol, that is common system. That is common system, children. So whenever common system is complicated, like sometimes we may not be able to give the common names for all the compounds, especially complex compounds, heavier compounds. In such cases, we will give the IUPAC name only, that is alkanol. If it is a 1 carbon alcohol, methanol, 2 carbon ethanol, 3 carbon propanol, in such a way we have to give the IUPAC names. Let's start with the first example. They have given CH3OH. What is the common name? Methyl alcohol, right? So common name is methyl alcohol and IUPAC name is methanol. IUPAC name is methanol, right? They gave explanation also, root word meth and followed by ol. Ol is the suffix can be given for the alcohols, methanol, right? So second example, if you observe it, ethyl alcohol, 2 carbon compound. So that is ethyl alcohol is common name, ethanol is the IUPAC name. Similarly, you can check the third example, that is numbering also they have mentioned it. At first position alcoholic functional group is there. So common name is N-propyl alcohol. Common name is N-propyl alcohol and IUPAC name is propanol. IUPAC name is propanol, children. Fourth one, there is a branching, you can observe it. From any side you can give the numbering, even from the left side also you can give the numbering like 1, 2, 3. This is also correct, it doesn't make any difference. At second position only OH group is there. As I told you, CH3, I repeat once again, this group is called as isopropyl group. This group is called as isopropyl group. So the alcohol is called isopropyl alcohol. Simply it is called as isopropyl alcohol, or IUPAC name if you see, propan 2-ol. What is called as propan 2-ol. And next example, it is with 4 carbon alcohol. We have to start the numbering from the alcohol side only, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is N-butyl alcohol, or IUPAC name is butan 1-ol. Why? Because at first position alcohol functional group is there. Now if you see that branching, yes, you are not supposed to give the numbering from the right side. This is incorrect. Okay, that you can't give it. For suppose if I give it, I'll get the third position for alcohol. Alcohol being a functional group, it should get the lowest number. So this is the correct order. So butan 2-ol is the IUPAC name, and whereas common name is secondary butyl alcohol. Common name is secondary butyl alcohol. Hope you understand. So this is another one, tert butyl alcohol. As you know, this group is called as the tert butyl, Me, and it is Me. It is called tert butyl. So OH group is attached, so it is called as tert butyl alcohol. If you give the IUPAC name, this is the numbering, parent chain, long chain, right? 1, 2, 3. And at second position we have methyl as well as alcoholic functional group. That's why 2-methyl propan 2-ol, or you can write 2-methyl 2-propanol. That is also fine. It is the IUPAC name can be given. Similarly, another one we have, that is isobutyl alcohol. Common name is isobutyl alcohol. So this is isopropyl, and I have added another CH2 group, isobutyl, that you can observe it here. This whole part, it is isobutyl. OH group is attached, so isobutyl alcohol. And if you give the IUPAC name, it is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. At second position we have methyl, at first position we have alcohol, 2-methyl propan 1-ol, right? See the another one, another example. So this group is nothing but tert butyl, this part, okay? And one more CH2 group is added, that is neopentyl. Carbon which is connected to 4 carbons, quaternary carbon or neocarbon. Total 5 carbons are there, hence it is neopentyl. OH group is attached, that's why it is called as neopentyl alcohol. This is called as a neopentyl alcohol. And IUPAC name is 2,2 dimethyl. See, if you number observe it here, 1, 2, 3. At second position we have 2 methyl groups. It is one and it is another one. Hence it is 2,2 dimethyl propan. 3 carbons are there, propan 1-ol. Understood? One more example. It is a complicated structure. So as I told you, for complicated structures, instead of common name, IUPAC name is more preferred, right? So it is an example of the complicated structure what I have given it. So let us start to give the numbering. So if you give the numbering here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, any side, but here at second position if you observe it, at second position if you observe it, branching is more. That's why we will be considering it from the, we will be considering it from the left side only. We will be considering it from the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at third position we have OH group. At second position as well as fourth position we have total altogether 3 methyl groups are there. 2, 2, 4 trimethyl pentan 3-ol. 2, 2, 4 trimethyl pentan 3-ol is the IUPAC name. Hope you understand. This is a complicated structure now. If you understood, please say yes in the live chat. Okay. Shall we move on to the next one? Next example. You have to solve more examples, children. If you solve more examples, then it would be more easy to understand the IUPAC nomenclature. Hope you understand, right? So it is an example of a diol. It is an example of a diol. Why? Because 2 OH groups are there. There are 2 OH groups. Whenever diol is there, generally what I have told you, alkanol is the IUPAC name. In alkane, E, cut off the E and place OL. But here for diols no need to cut off the E, simply you can write it alkane diol, right? But you have to mention the number of the alcoholic, position of the alcoholic groups with number. That may be at 1, 2, or it may be at 2, 3, or it may be at 3 and 4. It depends, right? So total parent chain consisting of how many carbons? 4 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at second and third position OH groups are there. So butane 2, 3 diol. Don't write butan. It's a common misconception. Don't write butan. It is wrong. Understood? You are not supposed to cut off the E. E should be retained in diols as well as in triols. More than one OH group is there. In such cases, E should be retained. Take another example, another complicated structure. Okay, if you observe it here, start the numbering from left side only, from this side. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3 at second position, third position OH group is there, total 7 carbons. At fourth position we have ethyl functional group. So 4 ethyl, 7 carbons means ethane, 2 comma 3 diol. 2 OH groups are there. Understood? Another example of a diol, at first position as well as second position 2 OH groups are there. Total 5 carbons are there in the parent chain. So pentane 1 comma 2 diol. Pentane 1 comma 2 diol. Understood? Another example we are talking about it. See, there is Cl also. There is Cl also. At first position OH group is there. Compared to the halogen, alcohol should get the lowest number. So that's why we started numbering from the right side. Okay, from right side we have started numbering. And at second position and third position we have substituents. So what I can write it here, then IUPAC, chlorine comes first, then followed by methyl. 4 chloro, 2 comma 3 dimethyl, pentane, total 5 carbons. At first position alcohol is there, pentane 1 ol. Hope you understand. So this is the way how to give the name of a particular compound. See, another complex substituent is also present. Observe this example carefully. See here, OH gets the lowest priority. Now first select the longest continuous chain. It is first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At third position we have chloromethyl substituent. It is fine. But at second position we have a group. Observe it. Does it looks like this? Yes, same, no? Commonly what is this called as? Isopropyl. Hope you know it. Isopropyl is common name. But what is the IUPAC name? See, this CH group is called point of attachment. Wherever point of attachment is there, that should be considered as number 1 and it should be number 2. So at first position what we have? Methyl. So 1 methyl, parent chain consisting of 2 carbons, so ethyl. This 1 methyl ethyl is the IUPAC name for isopropyl group. That isopropyl substituent, this is the substituent, right? Attached to a carbon present at which position? Second position. And then start with brackets. In brackets you write down the IUPAC name of that isopropyl group, that is 1 methyl ethyl, total 5 carbons are there, pentane 1 ol. Pentane 1 ol, and the CH2Cl is called chloromethyl. Why? Because CH3 is called as methyl, in which one hydrogen should be removed and we are substituting one hydrogen with chlorine, hence it is chloromethyl. Hope you understand, children. So little complicated and but very interesting example, of course. So another example they took it, another diol, at first position OH, at third position also OH, substituent is there at fifth as well as second position, it is substituent. Yes or no? That is a substituent. Similarly, where OH groups are located, it is OH group as well as here also OH group. So at second and fifth position we have 2 methyl groups, 2 comma 5 dimethyl, hexane 1 comma 3 diol. 1 comma 3 diol. Hope you understand, children. So this is the way to give the nomenclature of a compound. IUPAC naming. This time double bond also given. Now if I start numbering from the right side, it will give 1, 2, 3, 4 I am getting. But double bond is also there. So 1, 2 starts from here, that is better. So starts from the left side. Understood? So at first position we have a double bond. Total carbons are 6. So X at first position double bond 1N. Third position alcohol X1N 3 ol. Understood? This is called alkenol. Right? It is called alkenol. Double bond is there. No? Okay. Another double bond with the substituent also of 2 functional groups. Alcohol, halogen. Alcohol should get the lowest priority. Alcohol should get the lowest priority. Observe it here. It should be removed. By mistake they gave. Carbon valence or else will not satisfied. Okay. And then, so at third position what we have? Bromo. Total how many carbons are there? 6 carbons are there. Second position we have double bond and second position we have alcohol also. So 3 bromo X2N 2 ol is the IUPAC name. That is the IUPAC name. And these type of compounds are called as cycloalkanes. Same thing here also, cut off E, add OL, then it will give you cycloalkanol. Cycloalkanol. Hope you understand. So now For suppose if this bromine is not there, it is cyclohexanol. Why? Because 6 carbons are there. But if we give the numbering, at third position we have bromine. So 3 bromo cyclohexane 1 ol. 3 bromo cyclohexane 1 ol is the IUPAC name of that compound. Understood? Let's try to give the answer for this question. They are asking you to give the IUPAC name of this compound. They are asking you to give the IUPAC name of this compound. Try to give it. Try to give the IUPAC name, guys. In the live chat you can answer it. I'll be explaining it now. It's a tertibutyl alcohol. So numbering starts from here 1, 2, 3. At second position we have methyl as well as alcohol group. So what is the name then? 2-methyl propan 2-ol is the IUPAC name. Understood? This also we had explained. So when chlorine and alcohol is there, which gets the lowest priority? No more doubt, alcohol gets the lowest priority. If you know the answer, you can post it in the live chat. You can post it in the live chat if you know the answer. I'll be giving some time, so you can post it in the live chat. Not an issue. You can post it in the live chat. Right? So starts from numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starts from the left side. Then you will get the answer. What is that? 4-chloro 2,3 dimethyl at second position as well as third position. Total carbons are 5. Pentan 1 ol. This we had just given, right? This we had just explained. 3-bromo cyclohexanol. 3-bromo cyclohexanol. Now, before going into it, so we will be talking about alcohols part is done. So we need to talk about phenols also. Children, phenols are aromatic alcohols. Phenols are aromatic alcohols. Means OH group is attached to benzene ring. OH group is attached to benzene ring. This is called phenol. These are simply hydroxy derivatives of the benzene. Hydroxy derivatives of benzene. Phenol commonly known as carbinol. Right? Sorry. Phenol commonly known as carbolic acid. Sorry. Phenol commonly known as carbolic acid. Understood? Now if you just check it, few examples of substituted derivatives of phenol, I am giving it CH3 OH. So with respect to OH, here CH3 is there, right? So this is commonly called as orthocresol. What is this called as? Orthocresol. These type of compounds in phenol, if methyl group is present, that is called as cresol. That is called as cresol. There are 3 types of cresols we have. One is orthocresol, second one is metacresol, and third one we have paracresol. Right? So at second position we have methyl, here third position, here fourth position. So what I can write here? 2-methyl phenol. I can write it as 2-methyl phenol. Here I can write it as 3-methyl phenol. Here I can write it as 4-methyl phenol. 4-methyl phenol. Understood? But suppose if dihydroxy derivatives are there, in such cases, how can you give it? You can give it as like 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Such a way you have to give it. So it is OH and OH. So common name is catechol. Common name is catechol. Understood? Common name is catechol. These common names also you have to remember. These are very important for NEET exams. If it is present at meta position, that is called resorcinol. This is called resorcinol. if these two OH groups are para to each other, these two OH groups are para to each other, this is called hydroquinone. It is called hydroquinone or quinol or quinol. So IUPAC name, how do you give it? It is benzene. At first position we have OH group, at second position also we have OH group. So benzene 1, 2 diol, and it is benzene 1, 3 diol. This is benzene 1, 4 diol. Benzene 1, 4 diol. Understood? So this is the way how to give the nomenclature IUPAC naming as well as common name for which compounds, children? For phenols. This is the name can be given it for phenol. Understood? So if you understood, okay, say yes, as well as take a screenshot of it. Take a screenshot of it. I'll wait for it. Take a screenshot of it. It will be useful for you. Later on you can copy it as a notes. Understood, children? See, children, class 12 children, I am telling you very clearly, once after the completion of the topic, you have to revise it immediately. Generally our class always I used to upload it by 6 p.m. every day evening, okay, by 6 p.m. you will have the class, as you know. Only maximum I'll take 1 hour, right? Maximum till 7 p.m. So once 7 p.m. okay, your class gets over, immediately just spend 1 hour time, depends on the topic. Just spend 1 hour time, revise it from NCERT, solve some questions related to it, related to that concept. I'm telling you, most of the work will be done on that day, immediately on that day. Understood? So nothing to worry. So don't keep it, don't procrastinate it, and don't postpone it. If you just postpone it later on, it would be a burden to you. I'm telling you, it's my sincere suggestion. Please follow it, children. Okay. So this is the IUPAC system of nomenclature for phenols. Now here only I am giving it for ethers. Though ethers we will discuss it separately, but I am just giving it here only. Okay. So as you know, these are once again alkyl or aryl groups. Alkyl groups are there, aryl groups also will be there. If aryl group is there, those are aromatic ethers. Aromatic ethers, it might be AR, OAR or AR, OR. Aliphatic ethers, ROR. Aliphatic ethers are ROR. Understood? So simply you have to write it, okay, alkyl groups names, like these are alkyl, it is alkyl, and at the end you have to keep it ether. That is the common name. That is the common name. Try to understand with the help of example. CH3O CH3. How many alkyl groups are there? 2 alkyl groups are there. So dimethyl ether. Dimethyl ether. And IUPAC name of ether is alkoxyalkane. IUPAC name of ether is alkoxyalkane. So I can write here as methoxymethane. Methoxymethane. Why? Because it is methoxy and remaining is methane. Understood? Similarly, these are common examples of ethers. On both sides of ether functional group, 2 ethyl groups are there. So it is diethyl ether. This is diethyl ether, and IUPAC name is ethoxyethane. IUPAC name is ethoxyethane. So I will be taking one more example. One side this group is methyl, another side this group is propyl. Which comes first? As per alphabetical order, methyl comes first. So methyl N-propyl ether. Methyl N-propyl ether. Understood? So now you need to understand that IUPAC name alkoxyalkane. which one should be given as alkoxy and which one should be given as alkane. So far, in first two examples, on both the sides of oxygen, alkyl groups are same. That's why we gave methoxymethane and ethoxyethane respectively. But here alkyl groups are different, right? So in such cases, observe it carefully, alkoxy group always should be given for smaller chain. Alkane should be given for larger chain. Alkane should be given for larger chain. Smaller chain, what is that? Methoxy, and remaining is propane. At first position we have that, so that's why 1 methoxy propane. 1 methoxy propane. Hope you understand it, children. 1 methoxy propane. Take one more example. C6H5OCH3, or I can give it like this, C6H5OCH3. So methyl, C6H5 is also there, phenyl, so methyl phenyl ether, right? So methyl phenyl ether, this group is methoxy, OCH3 is called methoxy, methoxybenzene. Same like alkoxy alkane, no? But here we will take benzene, no? That's why methoxybenzene, commonly which is also called as anisole. So it is a simple aromatic ether, that's why you have to remember it carefully. Understood? Okay. Similarly, C6H5OCH2CH3, right? So C6H5OCH2CH3, this is ethyl, it is phenyl. So what I can write here, ethyl phenyl ether. You can guess that IUPAC name. What could be the IUPAC name? Obviously ethoxybenzene. Ethoxybenzene, and commonly it is also called as phenitol. Also called as phenitol, children. Also said to be phenitol, and IUPAC name is ethoxybenzene. So this is the way how to give it IUPAC names for the ethers. IUPAC names for the ethers, right? So take a screenshot of it if you want it. Understood? Let's solve, okay, a few more examples. Let's try to understand with a few more examples. C6H5O, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH3. So this is isopropyl, butyl pentyl. So what is the common name can be given? Phenyl isopentyl ether. Phenyl isopentyl ether, right? So now if you give the IUPAC name, if you want to give it, how you will give it? So this is anyway benzene ring, and start the numbering from here. So 1, right, 1, 2, 3, and it is 4. So it is all butane, butoxy, but at third position we have a methyl group. So 3 methyl butoxybenzene, 3 methyl butoxybenzene. So this is the IUPAC name can be given. Understood? So one more example. This group is isopropyl, as you are familiar with this group. So what I can give it here? So this is benzene ring, no? That is benzene ring, no? Understood? So obviously this is isopropyl, that is isopropyl group. So what I can give it? Phenyl isopropyl ether. What I can give it? Phenyl isopropyl ether, right? So now how do you give the numbering? How do you give the numbering for this? So if you want to give the numbering, what you will say, ma? 1, 2, 3. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3. At second position, So if you observe it at second position, okay, at second position we have that ether functional group. We have that ether functional group. So how do you name it then? How do you name it? At second position we have that. So you can say 2-phenoxypropane. 2-phenoxypropane. Understood? So this is the way how to give the IUPAC name. How to give the IUPAC name for that particular compounds. Okay, I will be erasing this. So this is the whole nomenclature can be given for alcohols, phenols and ethers. So you have to solve some questions from your NCERT in textual as well as exercise questions. NCERT in textual as well as exercise questions you have to solve it. Then you will get a better idea about it. You will get a better idea. Let's move on to the next topic. After nomenclature we have structure of functional groups. What we have? Structure of functional groups. So we are going to study 3 functional groups here, which is a very important topic for board as well as competitive. We have alcohol, we have phenol as well as we have ether. We are going to study the structure of the functional group. If you observe it, children, so they gave CH3, OH, methanol, they took it as an example of alcohol, right? Methanol, they took it as an example. So what is hybridization? Obviously, hybridization here for oxygen also sp3, and for carbon also what is hybridization? sp3. sp3 hybrid orbital of carbon, sp3 hybrid orbital of oxygen overlaps to form a sigma bond, right? Generally sp3 means what is the bond angle? 109 degree 28 minutes. This is the bond angle can be given, but here the bond angle, if you observe it, the bond angle is less than 109 degree 28 minutes, which is almost close to the 108.9 degree, right? So what is happening here? Why the bond angle is less than the actual bond angle? Actual bond angle should be 109 degree 28 minutes, but but the bond angle is less than, okay, but the bond angle is less than 109 degree 28 minutes, that is 108.9 degree. It is due to the repulsions between the lone pair of electrons and oxygen. To avoid these repulsions, what will happen? Bond angle decreases. If bond angle decreases, we can avoid the lone pair repulsions. That's why slightly it will be less than the actual sp3 hybridization bond angle. Understood? Similarly, if you observe the CO bond length here, the CO bond length is 142 picometer in methanol. 142 picometer in methanol. Okay, but when you come to the phenol, when you come to the phenol part, just observe it. So phenol, I am writing here, observe it carefully. So here also oxygen lone pair of electrons are there, and here the bond angle hybridization is sp3, right, of oxygen. Bond angle is somehow close to the actual bond angle, that is 109 degree, right, because lone pair of electrons involved in the resonance. Lone pair of electrons involved in the resonance. So repulsions are minimized because of involvement of the lone pair of electrons with the benzene ring. Fine. But if you observe it here, the CO bond, the CO bond is bond length is how much? 136 picometer. They will ask a question. CO bond in methanol is 142 picometer, but whereas CO bond length in phenol is 136 picometer. Why? Why that bond length is decreasing? That is because of partial double bond character of CO. I am writing here. It is because of partial double bond character. Partial double bond character of CO. Why? Because CO acquires the partial double bond because lone pair on oxygen involves in resonance with benzene ring. Involves in resonance with benzene ring. With the benzene ring, it involves in resonance. Understood? It involves in resonance. So how? See, if I polarize the bond in this way, this carbon gets the positive charge, lone pair will be given to this carbon, then resonance structure can be written. It develops a double bond, OH, oxygen develops positive charge, it is minus. So if you observe it, it is developing a partial double bond character during the resonance phenomenon, because single bond has become double bond. That means bond length decreases, bond strength increases. Bond strength increases. So that is the reason, why CO bond length in phenol will be less than the CO bond length in methanol. Is it clear for you children? Right? Very important concept. Now if you observe ether, that is dimethyl ether, they took it. Dimethyl ether, here also oxygen hybridization is sp3, and the bond angle if you observe it, it is more than the 109 degree 28 minutes, more than the sp3 hybridization bond angle. It is because of these bulky alkyl groups. Because of these bulky alkyl groups, what will happen? Causes steric endurance. So to avoid that steric endurance, bond angle slightly increases. And that remaining CO bond length is almost similar to the methanol. Understood the point? Is it clear for you? So it is the way how to give the structure of alcohols, phenols and ethers. The same explanation they have given. Just now. We have told you bond angle of COH in alcohol is slightly less than the tetrahedral bond angle. It is due to the repulsion between unshared electron pairs of oxygen. Those unshared electron pairs are nothing but lone pair of electrons which do not involve in bond formation. Carbon oxygen bond in length in phenol is slightly less than that in methanol. It is due to partial double bond character or sp2 carbon attached to OH group of the phenol. Okay. Order of the bond angle if you see, alcohol less than, phenol less than, ether. So in ether it is because of big size of alkyl groups around the oxygen. But order of bond length, alcohol or ether will be more than the phenol. So this uses of methanol part will be discussed later, not now. Uses of this methanol or ethanol, this will be discussed later, not now. Okay. Try to answer this MCQ. More CO bond length of CO is observed in. More CO bond length of CO is observed in alcohols, phenols or ethers or alcohols, phenols, both. Answer it first. More CO bond length of CO can be observed in. 10 seconds you can take it. Not more than that. Obviously alcohols. Yeah. As I told you, very important question. Bond length of CO in phenol is slightly less than CO of methanol. Is because of what are the reasons? What are the reasons? Just wait. Partial double bond character. Because of the partial double bond character, and moreover that oxygen is involving in resonance. Oxygen is involving in resonance. Okay, that's all for today's session. Hope you liked the video. If you like it, please click on the like button. In next lecture, very important topic we are going to talk about, that is preparation methods of alcohols. Preparation methods of alcohols. Children, you have to follow the lectures regularly. That's a very important. Very important thing is you have to follow the lectures regularly. When you follow the lectures regularly, you will understand, right, what extent we are doing, right, what are the different topics we are covering. Then it would be easy to follow the methodology and follow that pace of teaching also. So that's the best thing. You have to follow it regularly and you have to attend for the classes regularly. Please don't miss or don't skip the classes. Though whenever it is going to telecast or whenever I'm going to do the live on the same day, you have to just attend for the session, rather than anyway it will be available in the YouTube later on I can watch it. Please avoid those things. Why? Because I'll be available in the live chat for suppose if you attend for the session on the same day of uploading. okay, or same day of telecasting. So during the session itself, you can ask me the doubts or you can post me the doubts in the live chat also. Attend the sessions regularly, right? Our alloalkanes, alloarine session is completed and those videos are also available and you can watch it those, as well as class 11 concepts. Those who are actually, if you lagged in class 11 or first year or first PUC, you can watch those videos also. I'll be keep on uploading videos. Please follow the same, support our channel, and please share it to your friends about our channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click on the bell icon. Don't forget to click on the bell icon for further notifications. Until then, signing off. Take care. Bye bye.